Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing some Divine Discard. And what is Divine Discard, you ask? I'm so glad that you asked. All right, Divine Gambit, 2 mana sorcery, exile target artifact, creature, enchantment, and opponent controls. That's a fantastic, the best white mana removal card we've ever seen. And then they added this other line of text that says, okay, white can never have good removal. That player may put a permanent card from their hand onto the battlefield. What? Darn it. All right. I think the professor did a whole video about how he was bothered by this card. So basically, this is a really bad removal spell unless they have 0 cards in their hand, or we know what's in their hand and they're just going to be putting out a land or something like that. In that case, Divine Gambit can be really good. So basically the idea of this deck was, let's just make sure they don't have cards in their hand. There's already a lot of good reasons to be playing discard anyway, and a lot of good things with discard. And I wanted to add it in a few other cards from Kaldheim that work even better with it. And so that's basically the idea of this deck. So Skull Raid, another really cool discard card that actually I think is better than it looks at first glance. So 4 mana sorcery, target opponent discards 2 cards. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, then you draw cards equal to the difference. And it also has foretell, so we can cast it for cheaper later on, which actually is pretty nice here. But basically, so either they discard 2 cards, or if they have an empty hand, we draw 2 cards. Or if they have 1 card, they discard 1 card, we draw 1 card. That's basically how it happens. All right, so that's Skull Raid, and that's actually really nice. So we have some card draw in the deck that works exactly with what we're trying to do, which is discard all the stuff, remove all of the things, and then play Tergrid, play Rankle, play Liliana, and you know, also with Conqueror's Death as a win con, you know, just like, otherwise we're just controlling everything. So yeah, we can win with the Disciple as well. I do think that the other guy that's one of the party guys is better than Elderfang Disciple, but we're playing Kaldheim stuff, so I decided to throw this one in here today. Anyway, so that's basically the idea of the deck. For removal, we have Bloodchief's Thirst, we have Glass Caskets, Divine Gambit, of course. Elspeth's Nightmare, I think, will be pretty nice. 1 Inscription of Ruin, which can destroy things other 3 mana costs or less. I feel like we have so many good 3 mana costs or less. The Inscription of Ruin just, it should have been the opposite. It should have been 3 or greater, and then this card would be amazing. But if it's because it said the 3 or less, it's a stupid card and I don't like it usually, but it still discards 2 cards and we want that. So sure. Basically that's why we're keeping it in here. Hogger Balling for some lands, Liliana for being able to so is at the beginning of a combat in your turn, put a target creature from a graveyard. Yeah, so this is just, it really helps us with the discard. I couldn't remember if it was a graveyard or ours, and so we're trying to hopefully get it to the combo there. We do have some card draw, but we're also fine if they're empty-handed to not have tons of cards in our hand necessarily. If we can just kind of keep going with Tergrid, keep untapping, keep sacrificing, keep getting in for damage with it, and that should win games overall. So that's the game plan. A couple of Doom Scars for early game stuff as well. Mana base, just our basic Orzhov mana base. We are really heavy in black in the early game, but we do have double costed white things, like for all of our white cards are double costed or 3 pips. So, oh sorry, and Glass Casket. So it's definitely an interesting one. So this is the deck. Let's go and jump into gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, up against Retotek, and this is like exactly the hand we drew up. We have Duress on turn 1. If they don't play anything out, then we can Skull Raid, and then play that on turn 3. Holding up Bloodchief's Thirst. Yeah, this is as good as it gets, basically. All right, Duress. Vivian and Garruk. All right, this is a Seraph deck. Yeah, so Vivian goes bye-bye. Getting rid of the cheaper costed things, just in general. We don't want them to have a chance to get to them. Seraph is going to come out. We are going to have an answer for that. Let's go ahead and foretell the raid. Pass the turn. And we're not that worried about this for a while. Yeah, Elspeth's Nightmare doesn't actually hit it. Let's go. Yeah, let's just go for the Skull Raid. Discard 2 more cards. Probably discards both of these guys. Only 2 cards in our graveyard. So we can't just -3 on the Sorrel with Liliana, unfortunately. If we find a Fable Passage, he actually gets a counter for us sacrificing the Fable Passage, so we're kind of in this awkward place. I could... No, yeah, well, if we hit a land, we actually Blood Chief's Thirst in response anyway. All right, so they got rid of a land. All right, so they're hitting all their land drops. That's actually bad for us. Whole lot of not great. They have ramp up into Garruk. If they have a land, we are going to Elspeth's Nightmare. Hit the Goosey Goose. Stop the ramp into Garruk. Discard the Garruk on the next turn. And then I wouldn't mind finding a land, you know? You know? We're doing the discard thing. Down to 14. Halugranos. For the love deck, come on. We have actually quite a few lands. If I play this out, they just fight it, and then this gets bigger anyway. This is going away on our turn, which means that bad things happen. Exiling the graveyard, I guess, isn't necessarily something we want to do, but it's nice to be able to have that effect as well. I think we just go Skull Raid here, try to draw cards. We're taking 1.5 million, and that's just how it's happening. It's all good. We just never do a land. You can't really play a good control deck without a land. Okay, exile the graveyard. Still can't find a land. Really? Seriously, this is how it's working? What's our best shot? Probably Skull Raid into some white removal, and it needs to be Divine Gambit, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and Skull Raid, holding up the white source. Oh, we have to hit land and the Divine Gambit, though. Anyway, yeah, okay. Dude, good game. We could just never find a land. How far do we go? 14 cards deep, and we only found 3 lands. Seriously? Come on. Oh, all right. I would say that they beat us, but nope. That was Arena. Wizards didn't know what they were doing when they took the blame out of our hands and put it into theirs when it comes to shuffling cards. It's the only thing that Magic players can complain about, and now I will, always. So yeah. All right, we need at least 3 lands. Better. Okay, keep this, drop a Turgid. Doomscar on turn 2. Do I go for Duress right away? I guess it depends on what they're playing here. All right, Mono White aggro, we go for Doomscar right away. Now we don't have to as much. I would like to get rid of them all the Skyclaves if possible. Yeah, so let's go ahead and try that. No hits. Bummer. Yeah, I think Maul of the Skyclave is the only thing that we could hit with the Duress. So, hey, they don't have it. Yay. Speaker of the Heavens. All right, I wouldn't mind another untapped land. Going Doomscar into Skull Raid would actually be really nice. Or even just some other good removal here so we don't have to Doomscar right away. They're really deciding if they wanted to put protection on the Speaker to Heavens there, you know. Heliod. Heliod is annoying. Harder to kill. They make big things. So Legion Landing or Legion Angel if they hit a land. If they don't hit land, they probably don't have that good of a play here. So we'll just go for Doomscar. Heliod stays out. That is annoying for us. We do have an answer for it with the Gambit. They found the land. Good for you, sir. All right, School Raid. Discard 2 cards. Probably holds on to the Legion Angel. And they've already seen board wipe from us, though. That lets them get more cards. Legion Angel. Heliod is out. Ouch. So very much ouch. Dude. We have so many removal spells for this deck. Why can't we find anything? Dang it. Again. All we want for Christmas is just like one of our removal spells. All right, we found a Doomscar. 2 of our removal spells. All right, up against Oliver. Well, we found a Divine Gambit and we have 0 of our discard stuff. Exactly how we drew it out. Come on. All right, let's yeah, we're gonna keep this just because Doomscar is so good, basically. Temple of Silence is nice. No more lands. Stop with the lands. No reason. I think we actually foretell the Skull Raid here instead. Because Doomscar, I think at the moment we're fine playing on turn 5. But doing this next turn could be legit. Too legit to quit. Okay, Skull Raid. Discard some stuff there, foo. If we're gonna draw off our lands, I guess I hold on to Mario's Call. Okay, play Swamp, pass the turn. They're gonna probably have removal. Do I hold off on Wrinkle? No. Wrinkle. Ooh, and it gets the hit. Sweet. All right, each player discards a card. Pestilent Haze. Rest. Oh, it's this kind of a deck. How much mana do they have? All right, yeah, I was gonna say, like, we're pretty okay with that. All right, well, we did get a win. I'm gonna take it. I'm against Swagneros, and it's actually a pretty good hand if we hit land, which we're on the draw, so we have a chance at it. I don't want to mulligan into a worse hand, but that's better. We'll keep this. 2 cards can go to our graveyard, so this has a bit better chance of being a good removal. Wrinkle. This comes in tapped. Let's put Wrinkle to the bottom. I'm going to try for Liliana instead here. Hello. That's not a land. All right, let's duress. Get a peek at what they're doing. Of course. All right, sounds good. At least they kept a funky hand too. Actually, this is going to just hurt a lot, I think. We're hoping that they play out the Brushfire Elemental right now. Okay, good. That means we have the best removal spell for what's happening right now. Everything else they do will at least take a couple turns, and hopefully we can find a Doomscar. That's the dream. Find a Doomscar, kill all of the things, get to Turgid. Turgid actually is pretty decent too. It's hard for them to kill. It's a good blocker for most of the things except for Bluffstruck Beast. And then Liliana just forcing discard over and over again. We can either hit their lands or like anything else they play. Yeah, like everything of theirs is a permanent, so we'll just take it all. Drew another one. Good for you, sir. All right. Give me something good off the top here. Crap. Do I thin the deck here? Try to find something else? Sure. Sure. Why not? Edgewell Innkeeper. Plays a land. Plays Lovestruck Beast. Doesn't play. Oh, they're digging for land now. Okay. We're going to shuffle ours to make it harder for them to find one. Pretty sure that's how it works. Grab White Source there. Yeah, just because. Getting up to Castle Ardenvale and whatnot. Alright, 4. I think it is still Liliana. Kill the Brushfire Elemental. Have them focus some damage not at our face for a second. Thank you. Hey, it's like we did something for one of the turns. I love how people are like, oh wow, you really got the right card for that one. It's turn 4 and I've played 2 cards. Okay, draws a card, digging for that land. Maybe that's what they were saying nice for. Alright, do we play out Turgid here is the question. They played out a Bone Crusher Giant, but they probably don't think they're going to have a lot of targets anyway. We get discard with Elderfang Disciple, so yeah, this is the highest upside for sure. I think what we like off the top is a Skull Raid. If we can go for Elderfang Disciple and Skull Raid, get 3 hits out of their hand, that would be so amazing. It'd be fantabulous. No attacks. Bloodchief's Thirst isn't the worst. All right, Elderfang Disciple. See what we get. Probably just a land, but that's okay. Yes. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, white mana for the Castle Ardenvale. Kicker, kill. Edgewell Innkeeper is tempting. If they don't have land, they have Great Henge potentially with this. So let's actually just go ahead and kill the Lovestruck Beast. Pass the turn. No attacks. Crow and War. Of course. Really gonna swing in with everything. All right, we have Castle Ardenvale for later, so let's get rid of their card draw now. Go down to 8. Turgid is gonna be annoying. Less annoying now, but it still has Menace. That's the biggest issue here. Okay, Turgid just has a good blocker. Hopefully they don't have another Crone War. If they do, they have to sacrifice 1. Ha! Ha! Spirit Fingers for Doomscar. I forgot the Spirit Fingers. Gosh dang it. I forget that I have this ability to just draw whatever I want. And I forget about it every time, you know? Oh, man. Yeah, with Menace, we die. We have to attack in now. Forgot about that. Dude, Inscription Ruin is so bad. It's 7 mana to kick this. Alright, we get to discard 2 cards, I guess. So that's our best shot, is just to get something out of this that keeps us alive. Discard 2 cards. Give us another Crone War. We got a Goldspend Dragon and a oh wait, which one comes first? Okay. Resolution Order. right? So this is, that goes first to resolve. So I want Great Henge first. And then card draw. What? Oh. Else was Nightmare. Kill. Okay, we're not dead at the moment. Are we dead at the moment? We have to attack. Oh, I forgot about having to attack. That's right. Oh, fine. Should have killed the other 1/1. Darn it. I should have attacked first and then Elsewith's Nightmare. That's fine. Yeah, everything dies. Oh, we get the Turgid back. Alright, we have a shot. We have a shot here. No Embercleave, nothing too bad. I'm fine going down to 1 with the Great Henge, I think. Although they have Bone Crusher Giants. I do want to keep my Turgid alive, though. Great Henge of their own. Swings just there. No blocks. Take it. Go to 1. Divine Gambit. Okay, reveal your hand. What is it? We can actually get rid of a Great Henge here. That would be bad. Take it. And we're back to being dead. For the love. Oh, come on. Literally, we can't do anything about this now. All right, well, get rid of your Great Henge. Take that, fool. Yep. Yep. Oh, I can't play it. Okay, well, let's gain some life. Pass the turn. Darn it! Darn it! Dude, I feel like this deck should work better than this, you know? Just it's not happening. Yeah, you got us, sir. No tricks up our sleeve. And that's one of the issues. Like, some cards that are really good against other decks are meh against, you know, this one. And unfortunately, we just didn't find a Doomscar. We didn't find like a lot of the other cards that are perfect against this deck. So that's just magic, and it keeps happening to me, but it's magic. Up against Project Chuck Norris. Sweet. We do have 3 lands. We have removal and discard. But like nothing fancy or amazing here. Like we don't have Doomscar. We don't have anything amazing. We're gonna keep it though. How bad does it get? I want to see how many times I got to be on the play in this matchup. I keep getting so unlucky with that. Yeah. Maul, tap, pass the turn. All right, CL is tolerating. And sorry guys if you can hear the baby in the background. She's going down for a nap. All right, gets to take. Well, it doesn't matter what they take. We can just Bloodchief's Thirst. And we will to get our Turgid back or Disciple. Their best way is probably to take the Disciple here. Okay. Cool. All right, Divine Gambit. Put out White Swords, pass the turn. Whoa, Strider. And all right, let's go Elderfang Disciple. I don't think we Bloodjuice Thirst anything. Well, we can't really. I'm acting like I could do stuff. I can't do things. Okay, pass the turn. I keep getting amazed how much Shredded Cells actually sees play. It is good. It's like, in some ways, a worse version of a Braid because it doesn't just do damage to any creature, but with the cycling side of it, it's pretty dang good. And there still is Goldspan Dragon. There's enough other things out there that it's worth it. All right, hits in, down to 16. Hopefully they don't have a Crow in War as well. That'd be bad. I think we actually throw this out on the other side of it. So yeah, just go for the Lantern side. He got rid of his Shredded Cells, so hopefully that means we can do a little bit more here. I like discarding at this point. Yeah, first in the discard, they just take 3 life, of course. But this is before they have more information, more stuff in general. Of course, with the Scry, they have all the information. Sino Croxa. All right, let's trap the Divine Gambit, right? It can be good, but not yet. Especially if we don't know what's in their hand. Like, I'd much rather have more knowledge here first. Land off the top. No, I think once you get to 5 mana, we're pretty good at... We'll just hit it whenever we need it, but... Okay. We have an answer for Crocs already. Takes damage. Elderfang Disciple. Chump Blocker for Woe Strider. Crocs coming back is still really annoying. Which we're gonna have to discard Elswith Conquer's Death now and kill it with Bloodjuice Thirst. That's fine. Yeah, Croxa comes back. Just chump. It's kind of weird not having like a Soul Shatter here as well. All right, let's see if they discard or not. Takes 3, Bloodjuice Thirst. Kill Croxa. Sacks. Having them sacrifice stuff actually could be really good for us with Terrorgrid too. So we definitely want to find another one of those. Let's force discard and then card draw. I think I do actually want to draw cards here. So discard and then draw. So they discard whatever they have in hand, and then it's just a top deck war. Liliana. I guess giving me more cards gets them closer to Croxa. Shredded Cells. Okay. Down to 19. Liliana.
Run now, and
I can make him draw a card and then force him to discard it. Do a little bit more damage in general. Oh wait, no, sorry, yeah. Draw a card, and then we'll make him discard it. That way we get to draw a card off of it in general. Yep. That was good. Not too shabby. Up against Styx and Stoneberg. So I think anytime it's an orange name, it means that it's someone from Wizards. Let's mulligan this hand. We'll keep this. Dropping Divine Gambit. We don't necessarily want it in the opening hand. Hello. How are you, sir? Let's dress you. Hi, how are ya? We're gonna be an evil human being real quick. Don't worry about it. All right, Morite of the Frost. Fun stuff with some decent ETB triggers. We do want to foretell these guys. Just for something to do on the next turn, right? So, yeah, foretell. Pass the turn. Gilded Goosey. All right, Skull Raid. Maybe I should be foretelling multiples at one time. Get out like Turgid and then just like go off. That's actually what I should be doing. That would be busted. Oh, it's a Garuda deck. And then Morite to be able to copy a Garuda. Or whatever ramp thing that they need to play. Interesting. Interesting deck. Okay. The Solemn. I'm wondering what the top end stuff is. We actually have a chance to hit some pretty sweet stuff with Turgid now. Yeah, we want another black source for Turgid. Definitely still need to be drawing more lands. Land for double. Yes, okay, there we go. So land. Double foretell. Pass the turn. They get to play out Solemn Simulacrum. Don't really want them to be playing too many more cards out. So that means we can't discard as much stuff. We get to Turgid. All right, life's great. Permanent U control. Okay, so we can't just target anything. I'm hoping they don't have removal here. That's the dream. Is we get to go double Skull Raid now. Oh, dude, this will be so good. We get to draw cards if they don't play stuff out. It's probably Moray onto the Solemn Simulacrum. Please don't have removal. Pretty, please. It could also be a Garuda. Which would be terrifying. But likely keeps more cards in hand for us to steal those cards. Stealing a Morite doesn't help us at all because we just end up copying Turgid. But it'd have a +1/+1 counter and it would be a changeling. 2 +1/+1 counters. Do we want them to draw cards actually? Alright, they might have some sort of like... we'll say no blocks. I might regret that. But they might have like Crippling Fear or something. Morite the Frost. It's a 4/4. Probably should have just killed it. Alright, we get 2 cards though. There's a wrinkle. Skull Raid. Alright, well we get 1 card. Draw 2 cards. Pass the turn. So they had Blood on the Snow. That's what they were debating if they wanted to play that out, I guess. I think I would have definitely gone for Blood in the Snow there. Because you had stuff in the graveyard. But that's the whole idea, is you want to get to 6 mana and then Blood in the Snow into Garuda. That's actually pretty fun. I like the idea. Alright, pass to my turn. Glass Casket. Can hit the Gilded Goosey. And then Wrinkle. Start swinging. Force him to sacrifice something with Wrinkle, and we get whatever. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Do we have mana for the force him to discard here as well? Not yet. So just sacrifice a creature. We lose the Gilded Goose. Their best play is to give us the Morite. Okay, they didn't give us the Morite. But we get to play their deck. This is awesome. All right, Garuda. I actually kind of want them to be able to draw some cards so we can get some more plays. There's a Thassa. Didn't they have another Garuda play? I think you usually want to go for that instead. Oh, they can bounce the Solemn Simulacrum and then make it hit here anyway? Or whatever. No, yeah, whatever. Bounces. Oh, they can take our Wrinkle now. Rude. What does Inscription of Ruin do again? Oh yeah, nothing. It's absolutely awful. Ugh, man. Dude, this card, of all the other, like, they made all the other ones fairly balanced, like where it's like, okay, there's actually some good stuff there. This one's just like, ugh, it's terrible. Yeah, we're playing up into a dev deck. Discard doesn't work. The Rankle, they hit our Rankle, man. That's bad stuff right there. How do we win this? It's probably going slow. I think we just get this out as a blocker. Can't kill anything with Inscription of Ruin at the moment. We have some card draw though with Solemn and this. So we'll just pass the turn. I mean, they can't do too much before just milling themselves out if they don't start attacking. We actually might want them to have their Solemn Simulacrums die. Taps down Turgid, okay. Like, there's actually some interesting things we can do here. Okay, they can tap down another creature, Rankle or a Solemn. All right, goes to combat, attacks in with Garuda and Solemn. All right, well, we draw a card. We chomp. We can sacrifice stuff to Wrinkle. We could double block. They get card draw. We can discard 2 things. We'll see. They still have enough stuff to play. Okay, down to 14. Draw a card. That's not a good card. Thassa's Oracle. So they do have a way to actually win the game. All right, and then they can Thassa's... Well, at least Inscription of Ruin has a target now. Yay! We can do something. Woohoo! Oh gosh. Keeps one on top. Now they have a target for the Garuda. When legendary things hit, do they sacrifice or does it just die? I don't remember. Okay, it's apparently not sacrifice. They just die. $24 cards, 25 cards. Do we have any other things to hit with this? Target creature with command has 2 or less from graveyard to battlefield, so that we don't have anything for that. Last swamp. Yeah, I think we should have just thrown in Soul Shatter instead of this. This is so bad. All right, I just wanted more ways to discard because that was the game plan, is to discard stuff. I wouldn't mind finding like Divine Gambit and stuff too, you know. Okay, hit there. Swing in with Wrinkle. Trades, that's good. That's fine. Wrinkle. Pass the turn. They still have Thassa to tap us down and start attacking in. So we still just need good top decks. And with Garuda, we're going to be milling over more stuff. Ugh. Rankle at least is still something that we can be doing. Do I give them card draw? Taps them down. Okay. Down to 7. All right. It's actually not the worst. Okay, so swing in. Oh, I didn't give him sacrifice stuff. We want them to draw a card so then we can make him discard it. So draw a card. Sacrifice a creature. We'd have to sacrifice Wrinkle. We don't survive with Wrinkle anyway. We have to survive by us getting something else here. What would they sacrifice? Solemn Simulacrum gives them more card draw. This is probably the only real target to sacrifice, or the Thassa's Oracle, and they hope they find another one. And what do we lose? Our Wrinkle? Let's go sacrifice a creature as well. As long as it's another blocker for us, we don't really care. All right, sacrifice a creature. That's a really good draw for us. So sacrifice Wrinkle. Solemn Simulacrum. They draw more cards. But now they have options. Take action. Solemn. We have no more stuff anyway, actually. Okay, let's see what we can hit with the discard. All right. Do we discard or do we negative on the Thassa?
I'm looking for new minions. Care to
We're dead to Thassa if we don't do it, right? So we have to go negative on Thassa. All right, it's a thing we can do. We played the game. Oh my gosh. 20 cards left, 22 cards left. We have some discard on board. We have Turgid still. We're not in a terrible shape. Maskwood Nexus for what? Heralding Knights to Elves? What is this deck? Really? Those are the two cards they had on top? Nice. What amazing draws. This is the most stupid thing I've ever heard of. Then it's more right to get more heralds. They're doing it again. And then they can bring back Thassa to then blink the Thassa's Oracle. So, okay, this is interesting. So Morite can copy the Herald of the United States Elves. This is actually hilarious. I'm okay with this. And it gets to keep bringing it back because it dies and goes back. Okay. So that's the combo. Okay, now actually I love this. This is the funnest thing I've ever seen in my life. Although, yeah, we're dead to it. Okay, mills more cards. And then they grab a Thassa's Oracle or a Thassa. Yeah, good game. That is hilarious. That is the best thing I've ever seen. Yeah, good job, Wizards people. At first I was like, man, what are they playing? Like, this is such a goofy deck. But that combo was hilarious. So run it back. So they had, first off, they drew the perfect thing ever. So they had these two cards somehow off the top of their deck. I have no clue how that worked with us having chances for discard too. But Maskwood Nexus turns everything into elves. Herald Unites the Elves goes and digs for an elf, which as soon as they find a Morite, then they can have it turn into another Herald Unites the Elves, which just keeps milling them until they find a Thassa's Oracle and win. So it's actually not that difficult of a combo. In fact, the Garuda side of it is kind of funky. I don't think you want that side of it, but it's a thing you can do, I guess. It's hilarious. That's for dang sure. Awesome. I can say up against a Lurrus deck, which means Divine Gambit's probably going to be actually a little bit better here. So do we keep it then? Fabled Passage for white source, Divine Gambit. Unfortunately, it's sorcery speed, so it's not like it's amazing. But if it's an Aura's deck of any sort, oh, if it's rogues, I don't think I care to play against a rogues deck right now. All right, we're gonna try this out for a little bit. We might scoop this one and try to get a better game for viewers, because I know most people just hate rogues. We'll see. Wind Robber. I'm actually just gonna go for it right away. Divine Gambit. How bad does this get? Soaring Thought Thief, okay. No some more cards, down to 18. Yep. Well, I guess Glass Casket's better, so we do that. Glass Casket. We're kind of designed to beat some of this stuff. I mean, we're gonna get beat by drowning the locks and counter spells, but fun. Hopefully we find a Doom Scar in 2 turns. Down to 14. Two mana up. All right, we're doing it again. All right, Divine Gambit. How bad does it get? All right. I mean, with Lurrus, it can't be anything too amazing. They don't have another permanent in hand? Guys, I found the way to beat rogues. I found that no, there's no Zerasan because they're playing Lurrus in the command zone. So yeah, no Zerasan. And yeah, this is how you do it, guys. Didn't have a counter spell. I'm not sure if they care to counter that though necessarily. Of One Mind. All right, they're tapping down, which means we get to Turgid. Yeah, boys, we're doing it. Swamp. Mrs. Turgid. Although there's probably not gonna be that many permanents in their hand either if they didn't have anything else here. So honestly, maybe against this deck, the Lantern's the better side to be playing. I probably misplayed there. Yeah, oh well. Land off the top, black source, so that we can Skull Raid and Liliana. Start ticking up with it. Or double Skull Raid. I have a chance to restart. We're down to 12. It's hard to not want to go for the Turgid though, you know? All right, we're gonna do it the right way this time. I think it is the Lantern side is the better side of it. Okay, we're going for Lantern. I should have done this the first time. Takes it down to 14. Land would still be great off the top. I would love it. Love it a lot. Brings Lurrus to hand. More Skull Raids. Do we go for Liliana on a turn that we think that we can? Let's go ahead and discard with Turgid's Lantern. I want to be able to resolve the Liliana and play something else. So let's actually just play out Skull Raid here. If they want to counter this and get rid of a counter spell, that's fine too. That is better than discarding, like if you're going to discard it anyway. All right. Bloodchief's Thirst is a way they can actually answer Liliana. Ungolian, yeah, I think I missed your sub. Thanks so much. Quick reminder to YouTube people too, if you guys want a way to support the channel for free, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can hop over to the Twitch side of things, and it's a free subscription to the channel if you guys want to there. It's appreciated. Not necessary at all, but it's appreciated. All right, Black Source. Discard now, or take damage. They probably will take damage because they have the Luris. Skull Raid now. See if they have Counterspell. Then we can hopefully get rid of the Luris. Please don't have Drown in the Lock here. Oh my goodness, nice. Dude, they held off that long. That is actually impressive. That's really impressive. There's quite a few cards you can find that are good, but man, this Luris is definitely going to be bad for us. Doomscar. Okay. That's a pretty good card for us. Takes it. That means it's something good in hand. Okay, we're taking 4 on the next turn. I need this Doomscar to resolve. Like, desperately. I can go Skull Raid. If it's a flash increaser, then we're dead. Like, if it's a... Yeah, okay, we're going to go Doomscar. And just hope it resolves. There's too many other good things they could have here. And if they top deck another Drown in the Lock... Oh, my heavens. Nice. Dude, they just had everything. Like, what do we do about that, right? No, this isn't a stream snipe. It doesn't matter if there's a stream snipe because they've been top decking these cards. That's the crazy part. All right, go ahead and trigger Triggered's Lantern. We don't actually have an answer. We can draw a card with Skull Raid if it resolves. They can sacrifice the Wind Robber so that we don't draw a card, though. So we're looking for Glass Casket. All right. Well, good game. Bummer, bummer, bummer. I think if I put the Tergrid on Lantern the first time, we would have been in much better shape. That was a misplay from me. There are times to play out Tergrid, and I just was thinking, you know, it could be so beautiful, but... There are times to play the Lantern instead. It's all good. All right, so in the wrap up for Divine Discard, we actually had Divine Gambit work twice, I think, for us. Man, I feel like it was so hard to draw the discard, the removal, and everything like ever in the same hand. I either had all discard or all removal, and our removal doesn't work very well without discard, at least for Divine Gambit, and so it just makes it really awkward. And the issue with that is that you lack consistency. This is just a bad removal spell. At least we proved it, you know. You're welcome. I did it so you don't have to. But at least we tried to make it work a couple times. Against rogues is actually not the worst because at least there's that. So maybe it comes in as a sideboard card against some decks where they're not going to be playing as much stuff. Like they might just have like one big thing and you can get other permanents off the board or something like that. If you're playing a discard deck. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and the secret word for the end of this one, if you made it to the end, you can put it down in the comments below. And this one is I am Jeff's best friend, so that you can show people that you've made it to the end, and everyone else is just, they're just gonna be like, what? I wish I could be Jeff's best friend. But no, you can declare to the world that you are, because you are. Thank you guys. Bye.